Okay, I think we're just a couple of seconds, literally. I mean, and there we go, market open, right? First rate's coming through. It's a slightly sideways kind of open. The Nifty's up 300 points in the last 2 days. We're opening at about 25,278, about 0.25% lower. The Nifty Bank is starting about 0.33% lower, 59,400. The Sensex is down about 0.25, and the mid-cap index is absolutely flat as well. What do we have? I mean, 60 lower on the Nifty, so 25,275 now. Nifty heat map on the 50 stocks. So what do we have? L&T on one end after numbers, Hindalco, Tata Steel, Power Grid. And on the other end, you got Maruti, Indigo, Dr. Reddy. So more down than up. And it's about a 0.25% lower start. So, we'll give it some time. And see if the broad upward thrust from very, very deeply oversold levels as we came into this week continues, and we see that once again. So 25,266. Let's talk about individual names, Rima.
Well, it's L&T right on top with a gain of 3% now, 3,900 on L&T. Very strong ordering activity seen in Q3. And the company has said that they will be unveiling a 5-year plan in May of 2026, which is post the Q4 numbers. The street is excited. So that is clearly the stock of the day on the way up. Hindalco, ONGC, Power Grid are also up. Those gains are about 0.5%. On the way down, it's Maruti Suzuki. Operational numbers, according to the analysts, look fine, but the stock is sulking. It was lower by 2.5% yesterday, another 3% gone on Maruti Suzuki. One thing that stood out is the management said in the conference call that there was a 60 basis points impact on the company's EBIT margins on the back of commodity inflation. And the way commodity prices are rising, maybe that is a real risk. So Maruti Suzuki down nearly 2.5%. Asian Paints is also hurting. It's lost 8.5% this week. 1.5% down for the day. We've seen a rise in crude prices plus the rupee appreciation. Not good news for Asian Paints. Even Interglobe Aviation is down over 1%. M&M is weakish. M&M has lost nearly 1%. Kotak Mahindra Bank under pressure. Dr. Reddy's is weak in trade. And IT is a little sideways, more on the downside. TCS, HCL Tech under pressure. But the standout movers are L&T on the way up, 3% up. On the way down, it's Maruti Suzuki and some stocks like Interglobe Aviation, Asian Paints, which get impacted due to the rise in crude prices. All
right, Rima, a few stocks, so some stars from the broader markets that have done well. Somani Ceramics, that stock is up close to around 8%. So big move is what we're seeing out there. I think that's an earnings reaction that we're seeing. Blockbuster move out there. You also have Gland Pharma. Stock is up 8%. Remember, I recall a couple of quarters ago, they reported disappointing numbers. But for this time being, the street likes their numbers. Explains why that one as well is up close to around 8%. Another one, Manorama. We don't talk about the stock very often. Volumes though fairly high for the first minute of trade. Numbers came out there. Numbers look good. Stock had pulled back earlier. Stock is up close to around 6%. So good move is what we're seeing on that particular name as well. What else? Metals continue to shine. Well, you have copper, Hindustan Copper that is. That's up close to around 8%. It was hard to justify the stock at 500, 550 rupees. But that's the thing with metals. Valuations come secondary. Momentum is what counts and explains why this stock is having an absolute blockbuster move. Nalco as well is up close to around 2%. So good move out there. Vedanta is holding higher in today's trading session. Hindustan Zinc, it started off with a cut of around 2%, but that dip got bought into. Mild scaling down of the OFS that Vedanta wanted to do. Earlier, they were looking to sell close to around 6.7 crore shares. Now they're going to be selling close to around 2 crore shares less. So that's why that stock, in fact, is, Hindustan Zinc is under some pressure, though that dip has got bought into. Gold financiers, they are twinkling. The other way of playing this entire, gold surge that you're seeing, cost of borrowing subdued, gold prices moving up. Muthoot is up in today's trading session. Pull up Manappuram, that's not up so much. You want to stick to the leader, though it's coming expensive, it appears. So that's why you have Muthoot, that's up close to 2.5%. Prashant.
Lots moving in terms of single stocks, and we will get down to it and highlight some of the outlier moves as we go along. But I mean, I think the bulk of what's starting strong and not strong, we've highlighted. About a quarter